1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous. Put a 50.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Easy. Mike, check. 59.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Hey, 88.
58 to Mike.
I got it.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Come off the ball, hard.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 27. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Alert. Mike's 42. Watch the curl. Mike's 4-2. Man, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here.
Now Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mike's 42. Defense, keep it up, guys. Check. 42 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Now on 2nd and 16, Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First down, Chicago.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun is Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky, the screen pass here to Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Mike to 59. Here we go. Check the backer, check the backer.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
58. 59. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Check 59, Mike. 59.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
319. 59. Let's go, D. Check 59, Mike. Mike is thrown right. 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. 319.
On 1st down, Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 20. Well, the Packers have the first.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Oh, design run for their wideout. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
The Bears, 29-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Jump out!
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58. Yeah.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a fourth down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Red, 58, come on. 58, come on. It's coming this way, Here we go, Hey, Charlie. 58.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 18. 58, boys, 58, Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Get up! 180! 58! Hey, ball. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Trubisky to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Mike 42. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike's 42. I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal from inside the 5.
You can't block me. Here we go. Alert. Come on, boy. Bravo. You gotta be ready. Don't be scared of it. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. 6 man. Check curls. Mike 42.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal for the 4-yard line.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go. At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 58, right over there. Right over there. 58, right there. I'm here.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One work. 58, Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On first down, Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
They come out here in the eye.
Mike, 58, right there. Yeah. You don't want none.
And they'll turn this power game to try to get in. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
One work. 58, boys, 58, Mike. Hey, get away from him.
Now it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
58 to Mike, 58. Hey, Wood. You better bring it. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get lock in. And 58 is the Mike. Well, 58 is the Mike. Hey, echo. 58, boys, 58 is Mike. You ain't
On third and goal, Trubisky. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Kenny Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
42 the mic. Hey, exit. Let's see what you got.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
Trubisky now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. No gain on the dump off at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tight end Ringo. Tight end on Ringo. Tight end on Ringo.
With the score, Bears 10.
Nathan. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, orbit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Mike's 42.
This is Cohen on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Check, 42. Ran, go. Get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 42, Mike. Hey, Mike 7. 42's the Mike, boy. 42. 42's the Mike. Ran, go.
On second and 15 now. Trubisky over the middle. He gets it to Patterson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Who that?
Go.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch the pass. Here we go.
On third down, Trubisky. And able to find Graham, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, ball. 58, Mike. I'm the alpha. I'm going to run you over. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
From the 16, Trubisky. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's third down.
And it's third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check. And 58 is the Mike. 58 is the Mike. Alert.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
Here we go. Hey, box truck. Mike 42, check. Mike 42. It's been a long day for you. Mike's 42.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Watch the shit. 50. Hey, you block over here.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Mike, 59. Check, 59. Watch the curl. Watch that. Live. Over.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Box it.
On first down, it's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake,
for
sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball in additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Touchdown, Packers! Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Watch number 33. Watch number 33.
Hey, Delta.
50. Mike 50.
All day, baby.
Back to throw. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
First and 10. Yard line.
Right left. 319. Double. 319.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Packers, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us.